What up, everybody? It's your boy MC Spice, Black Superman, Mr. Health and Wealth. And this week's message is, let's set some clear objectives. And this is what I mean by that. Now, a lot of times people set different goals in their life. They'll set short-term goals or long-term goals, right? And they'll say, hey, I want to accomplish this in this amount of time. Or some people set resolutions, right? New Year's resolutions. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. A lot of times people just stick to specific goals for either a certain amount of months, days, weeks, or years, right? But the thing about setting goals is a lot of times people get discouraged when they don't reach these certain goals or reach these certain markers. Like they'll say, hey, I want to lose 50 pounds in 3 months. Well, guess what? If they're not eating right or exercising or getting enough sleep, it's going to be a little hard to reach those goals, right? And so guess what they do? They get discouraged. They quit. They say, oh, this doesn't work. When in reality, they have a really good goal. The problem is that they didn't set clear objectives. They didn't say, hey, every single day, I'm not going to eat after 8 p.m. Every single day, I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. Every single day, I'm going to read 30 minutes on proper nutrition. These are clear objectives that they can accomplish every day, every week, every month, every quarter, right? They're not setting the right objectives. So when they don't reach this standard or this goal, they get discouraged. That's why I'm encouraging you now to start setting clear objectives. And then what happens sometimes is people will reach the goal and then they'll go, well, what am I supposed to do now? I don't have a goal. People who are just go-getters will set new goals, but some people will hit that 50 pounds that they lost and then go right back and gain it again. So now guess what they got to do? Well, my best friend's getting married, so then they got to try to reach those goals again. But guess what? When you set objectives, clear, concise, really objectives you can reach, guess what happens? You create better habits. And so what I'm encouraging you to do is create better objectives, not just in eating. It could be in finances, like, hey, every time I get paid, I'm going to give 10% to God. I'm going to put 30% away into savings. 30% is going to go to bills, and I'm going to live off 30%. That's an objective because now you're telling yourself, hey, I want to be financially smart. I want to have a budget, right? Because I tell people, look, my goal is to retire by 45, right? That's my goal. I got 10 years to make sure that in 10 years, I never have to work for anyone and do anything for money ever again. After 45, everything is my own pleasure. But what's my objective? Financial freedom, 10 million liquid cash that I can access. That's the objective. So what do I got to do? I got to slowly build wealth. I have to build a business. I have to put money away in an index universal life policy and let it grow 8 to 10% annually. So I have objectives that I got to reach every single week, every single month, every single year, instead of just saying, this is my goal and not having objectives to accomplish, right? Same thing in your spiritual life. There's a Bible app that tells you hundreds and thousands of Bible plans that you can read. So if you can say, hey, my goal is to get closer to God, or my goal is to when I get to heaven, he says, well done, good, thy faithful servant. But you got to set objectives like every day, I'm going to read the Bible. Every day, I'm going to do a new plan. Every day, every week, I'm going to church. Twice a week, I'm going to Bible study. These are the objectives that I'm going to reach because I want to build a better relationship with God. Again, it's the same thing with just regular relationships, whether it's with your kids or your spouse. Guess what? Set objectives. Don't just say, I want to be a great father, or I want to be a good husband, or I want to be a good wife. Set objectives. Hey, on Sundays, it's family time, no business. Or on Sundays, I can only do business for 2 hours. Hey, on Mondays, hey, let's have a game night. On Wednesdays, I'm going to take my son, my daughter, whoever, stepchild, we're going to have time together. We're going to learn and grow, develop. We're going to watch documentaries together. We're going to learn. Something I love that Patrick Bet-David does is, man, let's sit at the table and let's debate. I want to hear your side of the story and I want to hear your side of the story. And they're going to come together and just communicate and still love each other as a family. Those are objectives. Yes, the goal is to be a loving, caring family, but what's the objectives? Set different individual objectives that you want for your spouse or for your children or maybe business partners. So what I'm telling you right now is when it comes to relationships, when it comes to your spirituality, your finances, your health, everything that you do, set objectives. Because guess what? When you set good objectives that lead up to an ultimate goal, guess what you do? You create lifelong habits. People always ask me, like, how do you stay so dedicated in fitness? How do you stay so dedicated in nutrition? Because I've been working on this since I was 5 years old, since I hit 18, since I hit 25, and then I crossed 30. My objective is to stay healthy and happy and be able to move and do step shows and backflips. I have objectives that I have to hit every single week, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do. So I'm hoping this message reaches somebody. It's good to set goals, but set really good objectives so you can accomplish those goals, maybe even a faster amount of time and still get what you want. And as I always tell you guys, in everything you do, eat better, save better, live better, and always lead with love. If you like this message, please share on every platform, spread the word. You guys have a wonderful week.